I'm putting out this video because I have a very important message. However, I don't feel I have the right voice to voice it. I don't have the brain. I don't have the words to explain and convince and be. I don't have the charisma. I don't have the vocabulary. I can't convince you. But I'm hoping that I'll reach someone out there, that you'll understand what I'm trying to say, that you might recognize, that you might empathize, that you might identify yourself in what I'm saying, that you agree, that you understand, and that you'll join me, and maybe you have a better voice than I do. Maybe you're stronger, you're smarter. Maybe you can help me. Maybe you could lead this path that I'm sitting here in a stranger's bathroom after attending a party with 25 people that I realize are so self-absorbed, selfish, and mean and uncaring. I was just told by this asshole that I'm a mousy, chubby mess. And he made me realize that there's nothing after this. I've been a Christian my whole life, and I always believed that there was something else, that there was someone there, that there's a point, but there's no point. This is it, and it sucks. Those people out there, they have so much money. This house has 5 bathrooms. And this is the only one that they haven't refurbished, and they're embarrassed about it, so nobody goes in here. So I knew I'd be safe sitting here. I needed to get out and I need to reach someone. Please. Do you know, have you had the experience of losing someone or seeing someone suffer an incredible injustice and then just think to yourself that it's okay because after this, now that they're gone, now that they're dead, they're in some place better, and this asshole just made me realize how stupid I am to think that there's a God, to think that there's someone out there who watches over us, and that there's a hell, and there's a heaven, there's a hell. Really? Of course there isn't. So there's no heaven. And everyone who dies after having a really terrible, unfair life, they're not going to heaven. They're nowhere, and they just had a terrible life. It's just not fair. There's no point to anything, and there's like 1% of the human race that are in charge of everyone, and it's their fault. It's their fault that everyone else's life is shit. And they're alive, and they're thriving, and they have all the money. And there are children without arms and legs and parents. They have nothing, and they're dying. They're dying. They were born with nothing, and they're dying. There are children that are being raped as infants because some people have taught other people that if you rape a child, it would cure your AIDS, and they do it, and then the kid is forever ruined and traumatized. There are mentally ill people on the streets everywhere. They're not being taken care of, and they can't help it. They can't work. They're suffering. And we just walk by. I walked by. I believed in the system, and it's wrong. We need to end it. We need to end everything. I don't even see the point of me being alive. I used to be a happy, inspired person, thinking that I could make a difference, and I can't because I'm never going to be one of those 1%, and I don't even want to. And the smallest difference doesn't matter because at the end of it, there's nothing. There's no heaven. There's nothing left. If you've lost someone and you're doubting in your heart that, if you have a doubt in your heart that tells you that maybe there isn't an afterlife, maybe they're not there still, maybe they're just in the ground and their bones are rotting, and that was a person that I knew and loved, and they're gone, and you'll never see them again, ever. You'll never smell them again, you'll never hug them again. They don't exist anymore. They were just taken out of your life. If you have lost someone and you think that they're somewhere, they're not, okay? That was it. They're gone. And no matter how much you want to wish that they're out there and that you'll meet them again, or that they're ghosts, or they're up there in the clouds eating cake and shaking hands with God, they're not, okay? So there's no point to anything. Everything that we've suffered, everything that the people that have died suffered for was pointless. We need to stop suffering. The planet is dying. Everything is dying. I'm dying in my heart right now. And those 1% people that they're not thinking that they're killing us all slowly. They're killing themselves. It's bullshit. We're doomed. Instead of dying a long, shitty, suffering, I can't convince you. Please, if you just have an impulse to talk to me or to reach back to me. Contact me. We'll talk. I have ideas. I have plans. I have this friend who's been trying to convince me for a long time that something must be done. He's quite radical, and I just didn't want to believe what he said. All the conspiracies, it's because there's good in people, but I just realized there's very little left, very little good. And when you say it's worth fighting for, you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong thing. We just need to go to sleep. Sleeping. We need to go to sleep forever. Just get rid of everything, everyone, end it. And then it's gone. No consequence for anyone. I've been scared of death because I'm scared of missing people, or I'm scared of losing people. I'm scared of leaving people with broken hearts. But if I think about it, if my whole family and everyone I've ever met that I've ever cared about die at the same time, then it's not so bad. We're all together. And then there's nothing, so we won't have to think about it or dream about it or worry about it. It's gone. It's nothing. I can't even imagine. It's kind of a comforting thought. This is it. Contact me. Let's get together. Let's make a plan.